And I think the other thing as far as inclusivity goes, some conversations that I've had in the recent months, in some organizations, obviously this is not all, but in some organizations, there's still a reluctance while there is buy-in with regards to creating a more inclusive environment, while there are programs in place to help develop women, to help develop underrepresented groups so that they can move into leadership spaces. There's still a reluctance to actually be open in sharing data, right? So it's almost like you can't create a strategy if you don't know where you are today. And I'm still hearing a year later or 3 years later at this point that organizational leaders are still very apprehensive, very uneasy with putting it out there of this is our current state. And that to me is baffling because it is from the current state that you can acknowledge, this is where we are. That's all it means. All it means is this current state and we have work to do. And I feel that in situations where, yes, the programs are there, the resources are there, and everything else is there, but we won't expose what current state is. Like that's a huge misstep. So I would add that as the third thing to what you shared in terms of, organizations who have not quite gotten their mind around like, hey, this is our reality. With any of us, right? Where we are today is not a reflection of necessarily where we are today. It is a reflection of decisions that we've made in the past. It is a reflection of actions that we've taken in the past or may have not taken in the past. And so I think leaders have an opportunity to give themselves some grace and expect grace from those in their organizations if their current state isn't quote unquote perfect or woke or elevated.